It's Friday. Man, y'all know what it is. It's Friday. It's the morning run. It's your favorite auntie's favorite uncle, Uncle Neely, checking in with Big Dog Chico. Deuce the Scoop got some special guests coming on, but you know how we say it and how we do it. It's morning somewhere. It's the morning run.
Yes, indeed. It is the morning run. We're getting up and getting active. I see an Anthony Edwards book. I don't need to see anything else. Lakers going to regroup, and we're going to talk the latest and greatest in sports and entertainment right here on the morning run. We appreciate you this morning somewhere, 7 a.m. Hawaii time, 11 a.m. Mountain time, 12 noon, 1 p.m. Central time. Did I get that right, or did the time change?
No, you got it right.
Okay, that should be right. Well, I know it's Aloha Friday, and Unc, you're frozen up on me. But I see that Anthony Edwards book right there and that Goonsville hat. What you trying to tell me, Dukes?
Huh? What you say?
All right, so for everybody checking in out there, yes, Big Dog Chico lost the bet. I bet on the Lakers to win versus the Timberwolves. And if you listen and watch the game, they was playing the damn Wolfpack theme as the Timberwolves won the game. Dum, 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 dum.
Oh man. Just I'm just doing something the Lakers didn't do. And then read the book on Anthony Edwards and the Timberwolves.
I'll tell you another thing we didn't do as the Lakers. We didn't read the book on damn Rudy Gobert either, as he had a career night, man.
You could have listened to me. Chico, you could have listened to me.
What you said, Dukes?
Man, I said at any given time, if Rudy Gobert is the guy that you got to pull out, he can at least help you get some offense at some time. That man, y'all couldn't get no offense out of Jackson Hayes. Zero.
Yeah, you can't get any offense out of him when he's sitting on the bench. And and he definitely couldn't box out Rudy while Rudy was out there going crazy.
And what I said, man, y'all got to get a good game out of Jackson Hayes. I said it. Yep. And they didn't even play him.
They didn't even play the man. And then you rescinded the trade to get a big man, and you kept the rookie, and you didn't even play the rookie.
Ain't even playing. I said, no, you cannot expect to play small ball. And then the Timberwolves just got smart. They was like, you know what? It ain't nobody down there. Just get it, Rudy.
I think someone went back there and they challenged Rudy Gobert. They said, Rudy, you got these 6'6", 6'7" guys trying to box you out. No, it's time for you to eat and go crazy. If you never ever had a chance to go crazy, here is your chance right now. Attack the boards.
They started running zone, and then the Timberwolves got smart. They started attacking the free throw line and then dumping it over their head right to Rudy. Like it was Chico. That was tough. I was like, man, this was some easy money. Like,
I was like, how is it? Any other time we'll see coaches or stuff out there making adjustments. And shout out to Coach Pop. I think he's done. But you see coaches making adjustments. It was like JJ Redick was just trying to wheel his guys, the same guys, maybe sub in the guy for LeBron for a 2-minute break. And then it was just crazy to me, man. I couldn't see.
Yeah, they played Maxi Kleber,
dog.
Oh, over Jackson Hayes, man. It was funny, man. So, I mean, you know what's crazy? I called. You remember I was trying to get that bet in? I was like, yeah, they're going to lose. I was like, I put it in the chat. I was like, damn, I'm going to go ahead and give me some extra money with this one. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You damn sure called it, though, as far as Rudy and like Anthony Edwards didn't even have a good game, but we couldn't capitalize on that. Austin Reeves, I put it in the chat. We need Austin Reeves to step up and have a big game. He didn't do that. He was off. So even if he would have, though, with all those points and rebounds you're giving up to Gobert, I don't even think he could have offset it.
Now, I mean, at the end of the day, they were handicapped by the lack of a center or a presence. Because at the end, when you think about it, just like I said, they were able to get all those open. They wasn't even hitting them, but they was getting a ton of open jump shots because you had to sag the defense back to try to help contain or try to help in the paint.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, they had to have some. I mean, Jackson Hayes couldn't have been that bad, dog. But
it couldn't have been that bad. Couldn't have been that bad.
Ant-Man,
What do you think about Ant-Man taking a victory lap around LA?
Ant-Man, Superman, Batman, Lakers in 5. That what he said.
This man walked around the city, man, with just a couple of people out of LA talking smack, added to the legendary moment for Anthony Edwards. He now taking down KD in the first round, taking down LeBron in the first round. That's stuff you can put like a feather in your hat. You can wear forever, you know?
All right, Chico.
Man, hey, man. Shout out to him.
Chico, you know, we had a wager. And for those that remember, we betted 100 anytime push-ups. There go the push-ups right there. So Chico, if you got time, do you have a space where you can? I only want 10 of them right now.
You want 10 of them? It would be off camera.
Yeah, you can FaceTime. Just FaceTime.
FaceTime. You my phone. This man, he want his push-ups now.
I'll take 10.
I gotta go get my phone, though. I left my phone in the other room.
Go get it. I'll entertain everybody.
All right. And where's Uncle Neely?
He'll be back.
All right. Well, you got the floor there, Deuce. Go ahead. Let me go get my phone. We're gonna pay up right here live on the Morning Run.
We don't want number 10. So, guys, man, welcome to the Morning Run. I'm your host, Phillip Dukes, aka Dukes D Scoop, on behalf of Push Up Chico and Uncle Neely. Uncle Neely will be right back. Chico is going to get his phone so we can collect on these push-ups. I'm a petty guy, first and foremost. So instead of me getting all 50 or all 100, I want 10 today. Need 10. This is just a warm-up set. We're going to work our way up. Maybe next Wednesday, I'll get 20. No expiration date on the push-ups. Guys, if in the chat, if there's ever a day that you guys want to get some of these push-ups, let me know. It may be a day you skip the gym. That's cool. We'll have Chico do your push-ups. So I've got 90 left after these. If you want to, you could hit us with a chat, hit us with a super chat. It could be $1.99. I'll sell you some Chico push-ups. So just let me know. So for everybody, if you can we please get a pound sign?
Y'all go ahead and buy my push-ups. Y'all go ahead and buy my push-ups.
Let's get a pound sign. Let's get a pound sign. Push up Chico. Chico, you got your phone?
I'm feeling. You can call me now, Dukes. Call me now, Dukes.
Call you right now. All right,
yes, we need to hurry up because we got 2 big guests coming up. Y'all stay tuned.
Let's go, Chico. Let's get him, Chico.
Hold up. You don't have me on live, do you?
Yeah, I got you on live. Let's go.
Man, you wild.
Let's get on. Hey, everybody, and let's hype Chico up. We get 10 right now.
Hold on. Watch this. Can you see me?
Let's go. We got you, Chico. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we need nose in the carpet, Chico. Let's roll. Hey, Chico, it don't take all day to do nothing. Let's roll.
They got me doing push-ups on live. Y'all check this out.
Let's go. Let's go, Chico.
Can I keep my knees on the ground?
No.
Ready. Donut.
All the way down, Chico. Don't cheat. There we go. Let's go, Chico. Hey, Chico, you know what? That was 10. Hey, Chico, let me get 5 more right quick, and we done for today. Let me get 5 more. Let me get 5 more, Chico.
You gotta be a 10 increment.
Nah, give me 5 right quick. Give me 5. Hey, look, I give you 5. Hey, look, I give you 10 for the price of 5. Let's go.
Ain't no nickel and dime.
I give you 10 for the price of 5. Let's go.
These close push-ups too.
Yeah. All right, Chico. Chico, you at 20, bro. All right, come on back. Yeah, I ain't no good, man. Shout out to Big Dog Chico, man. Shout out to Big Dog Chico, man. We at 20, man. Shout out to Chico, man. You feel me? Come on back, Chico. So Chico gotta get some water.
What did he laughing at?
No problem, Chico, for being a good sport.
I come back on. What dealer laughing at?
Okay.
Man, you got no sense.
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh my God.
Let's go Lakers.
Hey, but one of the things I love is he finally wised up and understood when somebody was giving him a discount on a bet when you said, give me 5 more and I knocked off 10. And he still had to think about it. He like,
No, I didn't.
Oh man.
this is gonna be funny. Because you never know when this 10 gonna pop off. This is gonna be
all I got to say is this right here.
You only got 80s. You only got 80 left, Chico. You only got 80 left.
Man, y'all are wild in the chat.
Man.
Woo.
Hey, for anybody that you know you want to put a wager on the game, anytime push-ups are the best.
Oh my God, y'all crazy.
Oh, they the best.
Oh.
Dog, I done damn died, man. Like this is.
I wish we could have had you on screen. I know you was back there dying.
Oh my God, man! I had to wipe tears out my eyes, man.
It's all
good.
good.
You ain't gonna nickel and dime me. Kevin Dorsey. How many I'm at, guys? I got to be at like 25, right? I did
20.
extra.
20.
Damn, that's messed up.
It's all good. You only got 80 left.
All right, let me make sure I send these links out. Y'all let us know in the chat what y'all thinking. But I'm gonna catch my breath too. So y'all go ahead. Hee hee.
Man, you tried to tell that man. You tried to tell that man. Like you tried to tell that man. And what got me about it, he even said that he knew the Lakers were outmatching that place to play in a better team.
Yeah, but I still had to bet on my boys.
No, but you're Chico, you had a way out earlier than that because he turned the $1,000 bet into essentially a $50 bet.
Well, I told you in my head.
You were off the hook for $950, and now you're on the hook for 100 push-ups.
That's fine. It's gonna make me better though. It's gonna make me better instead of my pockets lighter. You feel me?
Might make you better, but don't make you smarter.
Hey, you remember when I was like, Chico, I'll let you out the bet. Chico like, no.
Push-ups in. That might jumpstart me to getting right and not just be paying for the 24-hour fitness membership, but actually going.
I'll give you a bet back next round if you want.
All right.
I'll give you a bet back.
Whatever y'all want to do, man. Y'all let me know.
Hey, man, but
Unc switched it up on us. Okay, there you go, Unc. Let me see.
Man, so I'll tell you what they got right now, right? Hold on, let me see. This Rookie of the Year ESPN, they got a list of Rookie of the Year rankings.
For what? Football? Basketball?
Football. Who they think could be Rookie of the Year?
Who's number one right now? What's the list?
Cam Ward, Ashton Genty. 3 is Omarion Hampton. 4 is T-Mac.
Man, they must didn't watch college football last year.
5, this is one of the weirdest names, Tyler Shuck. 6, Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter, 6. That's crazy, right? That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. Matthew Golden, 7.
You see what shirt I got on? That's my Rookie of the Year.
All day. And if y'all been watching me, I've been posting my little my Madden games with Travis and Shador. And of course, I'm gonna have Travis going off. But man, Travis playing both ways. I think he's already a shoe-in to win Rookie of the Year. If he just do what he does, Like y'all say,
Right.
Chico doing what Chico does. If Travis do what Travis does, he's gonna win Rookie of the Year. Watch.
Man, you know what's crazy though? Does he win offensive Rookie of the Year or defensive Rookie of the Year?
I'm looking for him to do something historic and sweep that and have both of them. I know it's putting a lot on him, but I think if anybody can do it, he can do it. But overall Rookie of the Year, I think he's going to get it.
All right, so he's 6th in the rankings for offensive Rookie of the Year, and he's 4th in the rankings for defensive Rookie of the Year. That's crazy, right?
How many times have a wide receiver won offensive Rookie of the Year is the question.
That's a
Because
good question.
sometimes an award like that can be biased to positions.
Yeah, it's usually gonna be a quarterback or a running back. Let me see when last time I seen a receiver do it.
Yeah. I mean,
gotta be Justin Jefferson, right?
I would think.
Is the last one? Yeah.
You searching the Chico?
No, I'll search it right now though. Hold on.
You know, you gotta get that lactic acid out of his chest right now. Like he got a lactic acid build up, so he really can't move right now. Let me tell y'all this, man.
Got a brain fog.
I don't know what's in store the rest of this Friday, but y'all done made it a damn good one already.
Hey man, them 80 push-ups, boy. It's like I got a Glock with a switch on it. You might get 10, you might get 30. You don't know.
He ready.
Might get one.
He got the power in his hand.
I know what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a nice spirited debate one day. And Deuce just goes like, you know what, man? Just give me 15 push-ups.
Yeah. All right, now these gonna have to expire at some point. Now they'll have to expire.
They expire when you get to 100.
Last 20 AP NFL Rookie of the Year winners 2025 to 2024. Jaden Daniels, quarterback. CJ Stroud, quarterback. Wide receiver Garrett Wilson from the Jets and Jamar Chase from the Bengals. That was 2021, 2022. Before that, that's sandwiched in with 2 quarterback wins. Kyler Murray 2019, Justin Herbert 2020, and then Saquon running back, Alvin Kamara running back, Dak Prescott quarterback, Todd Gurley running back, Odell Beckham wide receiver, Eddie Lacy running back, Robert Griffin, Cam Newton, Sam Bradford rounds it out. The last wide receiver before that was 2009, Percy Harvin. So 3 wide receivers on this list from the last 20 years.
Man, Justin Jefferson didn't even win. Who won the year? Who beat Justin Jefferson?
Did him and Jamar Chase come out the same year? Jamar Chase won in 2021.
Nah.
Maybe Herbert won it that year. Jefferson came out.
Yeah, probably so. Because Jefferson came out.
Did you freeze up, Dukes?
Yeah.
Was it just me?
That's why I'm mad, because he looked like he was thinking.
I was like, yeah, I ain't say that.
Well, you said it froze on you, Dukes. You said he came out something that you locked up.
Oh yeah, he came. Justin Jefferson came out after the championship, and then Jamar Chase left. Remember, Jamar Chase sat out the COVID season, then went to the draft. He needed to play.
Justin Jefferson rookie season was 2020.
Reef, associate producer Reef said it was Herbert from the Chargers.
Yeah.
Shout out to Reef.
Oh, now Debbie Garcia in the chat. Everybody else in the chat, we appreciate y'all checking in. Put your city and your state in the chat, as we always say it right now. It's the morning run. It's the morning somewhere, and our guests are somewhere. We're going to see if we can bring those guys on. That is Miss Simone Stanley, Symone with Sports, and Mr. G. Gregory Tillery from We That's Chicken and Shrimp out of New Orleans, Louisiana. So we're going to have a nice little discussion on this Financial Friday. You understand me?
What you reading, Duke?
Man, it's the book on Anthony Edwards, something that the Lakers didn't read.
Let me tell y'all something. Hey, Duke, let me tell you something, bro. Uncle Neely is not above I told you so.
We know this.
Do you remember when you and Chico were going back and forth on the keys to the game and big man this and rotate this?
And I said, y'all got it all wrong. The key to the game is JJ Redick. And what the hell you going to do or not do? And JJ Redick was the key to losing that series. Now, I'm not saying Lakers don't need a big man. I'm not saying this or that. I'm just saying the head coach lost that series.
I think so too. When you just don't play the opposing big man, you know, when the other team's big man is beating the brakes off you, as my baseball coach used to say back in the day. Here we go again. But man, can we move on from the Lakers?
No, I just had to get my I told you so in there. We got a couple of super chats we can shout out too. I seen you put them on the screen.
Yeah, let's do that. Super.
Debbie Garcia dropped $1.99 super chat. Appreciate that, Debbie Garcia. She said,
how much is that taken away?
So, man, that's up to Dukes. Like you like that ain't between you and Debbie.
She said she'll take 10, so that's 10 off right there. So I'm already down to 70.
$1.99.
That's what he said. Y'all donate and take off 10. He didn't say how much donate.
He said $1.99 super chat. Chico struggling. I'm buying 10 inch push up.
I'm down to 60.
Well,
I'm down to 60.
No, in your head, you down to 60.
Here's the way Chico push up. I'm down to 50. Easy. Boy, my women take care of me out here, man. Shout out to Elenissa and Debbie Garcia. They taking care of you, dog. See, you could never.
Yeah, man. Look, you want to go down that rabbit hole?
Don't go down that rabbit hole.
The game now. I'm like Frank Lucas. You know, I took care of Harlem. Harlem gonna take care of me. SN Services LLC said, agreed that Uncle Neely, coach of the Lakers, take full blame.
Yeah, man.
Always stacking. You need to go back and watch the tape. I didn't pick the Lakers to win. I was trolling I was trolling Chico and trolling Shannon Sharp with the Lakers in 5 jokes. I guess that was going over your head.
It's all right, though. Listen, we are fine over here. We're going to get strong in the midst of this. Unless y'all keep buying off these 10 push-ups, I appreciate it. You know, I think we're already down to 50.
I think you did 80.
We're going to see what Duke say. We're going to see what he say. We're going to try to be skimpy on that, but it's all good. Let me see here.
We said my women in quotes. A pimp named Slick Chico. Chico talking about my women.
No pimping. Women as in love. We got love for my women. You know what I mean? I'm not. Yeah. Excuse me. On this great Aloha Friday, Unc.
Kevin Dorsey with a correction. Kevin Dorsey says he didn't say buying off. He said they would be able to choose when you did them.
He said buying off, big dog.
Mm-hmm.
I think I heard it right, Kevin Dorsey.
Okay.
All right, last night, if you guys were watching Unc and Chico live, then you saw us break down who the Buffaloes brought in. It's 10 guys. So since we got Dukes on, we're going to ask Dukes about some of these recruits also.
We got
to ask about these super chat.
We got to ask about these push-ups. Dukes.
Yo.
Some people out there saying that you said they could make a donation and deduct from his push-up. You got people giving $1.99 saying that's taking off 10.
Didn't you say that, Duke?
They can buy 10 of my push-ups as in they give me $1.99 and them push-ups can be dedicated to them.
So you still got to
wait. Hold on. Rewind. Say that. Are you saying I'm doing the push-ups in dedication to what you want?
Yeah, you ain't paying me, you paying them.
So when Debbie Garcia give you $1.99, you got to stroke them out and say, Debbie, God, see you.
Debbie, God.
See you.
Man, so I can do them, but I can dedicate them to the people that gave you the super chat. Man, you are.
Yeah. Love. Rap about Chico. Let's go, Keisha. Yeah. Love.
Hello. Keisha, love. You know, I got to help my man Chico's Warrior Fire Night. Look.
Thank you very much, Keisha and love.
So while you were gone, Duke, Chico was over here saying, "Oh, I'm down to 50 now. I'm down to 40." Like, no, you hit 80. Like that.
They said they take it off 10 for me. See, Chico struggle. I'm buying 10 off his push-ups.
They don't hold the marker. Dukes holds the marker. They can't say what the debt becomes.
It's all right.
Right plan.
I think they understood you, Dukes. If you read it now, if I go back and I read it now, I think they understood what you were saying. Because Debbie even said, "I'll take 10 from Chico."
Hey man,
Either she thinking she's subtracting them or she wants the dedication to her.
But that might have been what she thought then. But when I said that you got to rep them out and her say her name, I bet she want to go my way, left.
She wants
Man,
those.
we might have to auction these off. That's what we might do. Auction them off, man. Auction
for the
off
next for the next 10 Chico push-ups. Do we have $1.99 super chat? Do we have $2.99 super chat? $2.99, $3.99, $3.99.
Chico, hey Chico, you know what you gotta do, Chico? When you do your push-ups, you got and whoever win, you gotta write one of your speeches for.
Y'all keep adding on stuff, and I'm keeping on agreeing too. No, I'm just gonna say
You already got $1,000. I mean,
Debbie Garcia say she bought some for me, Chico. So this how I want mine. U
what?
N C L E N.
I'm not doing that.
E.
No, that's that.
Chico back to not paying, folks.
Spell my name when you do them push-ups.
That's a lie.
Tell him, Coach Prime. Tell him, Coach Prime, what?
That's a lie. That's a lie. That's funny.
A lie. My dog ain't got to do no push-ups.
Chico was 17 on that list.
Chico, you ain't got to do no push-up. Don't do what Uncle Neely and Dukes tell you.
I want to spell that.
That's funny. Chico, run point.
See, look, there we go. I see is that no, Chico. I understood Dukes.
So she wanted him in her honor.
Yeah, she wanted him in her honor. That's all right.
I tell you what, I'm glad at, man. Like Chico, I gotta tell you, when I'm out in Boulder, Colorado, I ain't seen a roach yet. I don't know what y'all got in Hawaii, but I was so glad when y'all was filming that didn't no roach walk across the camera.
That's
what you think this is over here, man.
You'd have never live that down.
I just, if I'm doing a push-up, the roach just comes.
Yeah, you walk back.
Just,
excuse me. Hey, real talk. What's the most annoying bug in Hawaii?
Excuse me. Most annoying bug in Hawaii? I wouldn't say it's a bug, but you know those geckos, little geckos things, they can be any and everywhere, man. They pop up anywhere. That's like
them little lizards.
Yeah, little lizards.
Yeah.
And you'll think, oh, I gotta get them out of my house. No, they get in your house when they want to. And it's like you living with them. And get it right. You living with them.
That gecko walk across that floor while you doing push-ups. Just like you told me about that mongoose that I said was a ninja dog.
Yeah.
You'd have never heard it.
Negro dog.
Now you do have some roaches, but I see them outside. You know, like when I first came here,
like them tree roaches, like them big ones that fly.
Yeah, they got the regular roaches out here too.
What?
Yeah.
Let me tell you this, man.
I had to spray down my truck once because I left my windows open. And I think I left some food or something in there. Dog, I came up in that thing, man.
We'll finish it later.
No, I'm dead serious. I'm dead serious.
Chico, I know you went to Bible school and quit, and I went to vacation Bible school just for the lemon cookies and the jungle juice. But let me tell you, when I found Jesus, and I knew he was my savior, it when one of them big ass roaches took off flying and came toward me, I knew then. I said, I got to submit to a high power because you don't know which way them things going when they fly.
Yeah, don't. We call them either tree bugs or water bugs, something like that.
June bug. We call them bugs.
June bugs. Yeah.
Man,
Big Beats Franklin. Oh, now Big Beats.
Yo,
Big Beats Franklin with the $5 super chat on this. Thank God it's Friday. Man, I'm trying to drive. Y'all got me dying about these push-ups. Duke selling push-ups is diabolical, hilarious. Chico seeing roaches outside. Loud.
Man,
that get beats.
Roaches outside, that mean they come from the trees back there, man.
Man, it's all good fun, man.
Rev BJ Nell, that's what I'm talking about. I had to call on him. And when that roach went the other way, I knew there was a God.
Now, I tell you what, a real call on God moment, man. Last week I was on a flight to Miami. Man, they said the engine went out on the plane. I didn't know what that meant. Uncle Neely all cool. He told me, hey, dude, it's like an engine like a kidney. You don't need but one. I said, hey, man, hey, I need both.
I tried to that for my boy with some positivity, man.
I appreciate it, man. You want to talk about scared? Man, it was me. Like, it was a good flight too. You know how you get a flight and then the middle person don't come, so you got all the space. So I'm in the aisle. The lady had the window seat, nobody in the middle. Great flight, everything was smooth. We make it all the way down to like maybe 45 to 50 minutes from Atlanta. So we had to be by the state line, closer to Florida. And shoot, man, they turned the plane around in the air and took us back to Atlanta. I'm like, well, shoot, might as well took us.
Did you feel it when the engine went out? Did it?
No, I ain't feel it, man. I tell you what I did feel when they made that landing in Atlanta after I was already thinking about it.
Yeah.
I heard everything on that plane after they said the engine went out because I thought everything that happened, it was over with. When they dropped the little thing out when the wheels came down, I thought it was over. Hit a little turbulence, I thought it was over. Man, it wasn't nothing playing in my head but gospel music and Upper Room. But you know,
man, you've had some experiences with the traveling lately. You went to Arkansas and the game was canceled.
Yeah,
for the spring game. You could have been in Boulder.
Man,
now you got turned around. Damn.
Hey, that was way better than that pilot coming on saying the engine went out. Stay calm.
Yeah.
Big Frank, you gotta understand, Big Beach Franklin. My guy was on the plane, the engine go out. He called on the Lord. I'm trying to keep him calm all the way. I might have been in Colorado or Jackson. I don't remember. And I'm trying to keep him calm. So I said, Dukes, plane engine just like a kidney. You can make it with one. Like just like that's why they got two of them. If you was on a single engine plane and the engine went out, all right, now we got a problem. But you're gonna be all right, dog.
You was flying with Lil Duval. You hear that? You like, hold down now. Hold down. Now look, let me talk about this, man. For one, Dukes, you know, we transition to the Philadelphia Eagles and how they have their roster filled with Alabama players and Georgia players. We're gonna get into that, but we're gonna bring on. Look at this guy. Number one Dallas Cowboy fan. Where we have somebody that's going to debate you on that, we're going to bring in a certified Philly fan. You understand me? Content creator and journalist. Give it up for Miss Simone Stanley. Oh, now Simone,
what's
how you
up?
doing, Simone? What's cracking, lady? How you doing?
Now you know you never be showing that license plate on here till I came on here.
Right?
Oh, exactly.
Had that.
I got a balance. Look what hat you got on. I knew you was coming with the shiggity. Like you just can't show up and just be non-biased journalist. Got your shirt like
y'all put it on my title.
Right.
I ain't put that on there. Y'all put that on there.
Well, how you doing? How you doing? Talk to us.
I'm good. How are y'all?
What's going on, girl?
Not much. What about y'all?
Man, we chilling in the mix on this Good Friday. I gotta get me some catfish today. It's Friday, so we're gonna fry some fish. Do it like we do in the country.
Catfish since last night.
Yeah,
you in Mississippi or where you at?
Yeah, I'm in the dirty Mississippi.
Okay, cool.
Hey, Simone, I seen your work and your coverage with the big microphone at the NFL draft. Mike was bigger than you. Talk to us about it.
Yeah, always got the big mic. I do a lot of work with Meta. Meta always has the big mic. You know, everybody has the mini mic. So, you know, you got to stand out, you know. So the mega mic was a hit. You know, the players, they caught off guard. So really with the mega mic, I don't even have to like break the ice. You know, the players are starting the conversation with me. So like we already starting off on a good foot, you know, laughing, joking. And they're pretty much starting the convo for me. So it was a lot of fun. Weather was amazing. That was my first time doing the red carpet for the NFL draft. And it was great, like getting to know the players that were there, getting to know their personalities, being able to talk to them, talk to their families a little bit. So it was definitely like an amazing experience.
Yeah, good stuff. Let me ask you this now. I was first round of the draft. I was at Country Prime with the Sanders family. We did a live show. Shout out to everybody who was watching that. Unbelievable numbers of support. But what was it like on scene for NFL draft weekend at Lambeau Field to be there doing the Shador slide? What was the energy? What was the vibe?
The vibe, shoot, if I'm gonna be honest, I kind of felt a sense of some hate. Like I was shocked by the slide, but I kind of felt like some people were kind of like satisfied with it. Kind of like, you know, they was kind of like plotting on his downfall. And I kind of got that vibe a little bit even before I went to the draft, like when I was doing like content with other platforms. And leading up to the draft, I kind of got a sense that some like media people, they were kind of like, for lack of better terms, preying on his downfall. So I feel like a lot of people kind of thought it was funny. They were kind of like satisfied with the fact that he was sliding. You got to remember where we where we are. We in Wisconsin, you know what I mean? Certain people out there, you know what I mean? And I feel like they were kind of getting off by the fact that he was falling, honestly.
Man.
Well, right now we're having like what we call a financial Friday. So I want you to give some of the people out there, the young aspiring journalists and content creators, what tips would you give them that are looking to build their brand and audience from scratch?
I would say, I know this sounds cliche, but honestly, like being yourself, because there's a lot of people that want to be in media. There's a lot of people that want to do media. And obviously now in 2025 and just in the past couple of years, like you can create your own platform. The barrier to entry has, been low now because everyone has access to phones, and that's all you need to get started these days. So really what's going to separate you from the other person is honestly your own personality. I know a lot of people try to, when they're just getting started, kind of like sound like somebody else or, be like people they see on TV or successful platforms they see on social media. But you can only pretend to be someone else so long. Your own personality is the only thing that's going to separate you from somebody else. And that doesn't mean you have to have a loud personality. That doesn't mean you have to have a bold personality. But honestly, just being yourself is what's going to, obviously, your knowledge and passion. But a lot of people have knowledge about sports. A lot of people have passion about sports. So what's going to separate you is honestly being yourself and showing up as yourself consistently and authentically. I feel like when you are creating your own platform.
Love it. Simone, you had boots on the ground at the draft. Was there any pick in that first round where everybody was kind of like, oh, they snapped? Like, that was a great pick, and everybody at consensus was kind of like, yeah, they just did it when they did that one.
Obviously, it was a lot of like shock, with the Jags trading up just because of what they gave up. They gave up so much, so it was like a bold move. I feel like people knew that somebody was going to possibly trade up for Travis. But I didn't think that they expected the haul that the Cleveland Browns got. So there was definitely like a lot of shock and like, oh my goodness, they gave up a first round pick in 2026. So essentially 2 first round picks were spent on Travis Hunter. So I know there was a lot of gasp and shock around there. I would say the biggest shock honestly was Jackson Dart, like where I kind of felt like, people, the room is like, what, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff kind of went as predicted, I would say, up until the Giants trading back in. Once the Giants traded back in, I think a lot of people, including myself, thought it was going to be Shedeur Sanders. And then I felt definitely like a big shock and gasp in the room when the trade up was for Jackson Dart. So I think that was the only time I really felt like a shift in energy.
Simone, I totally agree with you, but I agree with you from the opposite end of the spectrum, because I fancy myself as a habitual line stepper, as a guy who says, hey, watch this. Hey, man, hold my beer. And I was feeling the collusion all week long and going through the first round. And when they traded back in, I said, you know what? This is going to be a hold my beer moment. They finna actually stick it to him a little more.
Yeah, I was.
And then not only get him, but get a guy from Ole Miss, if you hear me.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, here you go. Here you go.
Yeah, I was like gassed. I mean, my jaw was on the floor for a minute. I didn't see that coming at all. I didn't see them, 1, trading back in, and then 2, trading up into the first round for Jackson Dart. Not saying Jackson Dart can't be him, but I just never heard heard that he was going to be somebody that you have to trade into the first round for, especially when I felt like he would have been there in the second round. Just seemed like a bold statement move.
Because they were picking early in the second. So it's not like they were the back end. But nevertheless, I want to ask you this, because, if Chico did what you do, he wouldn't be Chico with the sports. He would be Chico with the shit. But you are Simone with the sports. And I've seen you cover all the sports. And I particularly enjoy your baseball coverage because, 1, you don't see a lot of us covering baseball. And then 2, baseball. Like you ain't just out there covering it. You're into it. Out of all the professional coverage you've been doing out there, or even collegiate, what's like the sport that you think is like your personal call and personal passion?
As far as watching, obviously NFL is my favorite sport to watch. As just a consumer and a fan, I think as a reporter or a commentator, I really like doing basketball. Because obviously, it's indoors. Like doing sideline for football it's a lot of work. I mean, you're in the elements, you walking up and down that the 100-yard line. Like it's a lot of work physically. Basketball is kind of like, everything is right there. Like, somebody injured, you can see it right there. You can get from huddle to huddle quickly. You're inside, you're indoors, AC controlled environment every single time. So I really like doing basketball as a sideline reporter. I'm starting to get some play-by-play experience, actually doing some high school baseball games in Georgia. So been doing some playoff games. So I really like doing baseball and softball when it comes to a play-by-play perspective, because that's something I'm trying to get more experience in. And in baseball and softball, it's just so much time that you're granted as a broadcaster, because it's so much downtime. You got the whole lineup. There's no real surprises that's coming up. So it's just easier to like just get in your bag and just like lean more on your personality. I feel like when you're doing baseball play-by-play, you have a lot of downtime, a lot of time to tell stories, a lot of time to chit chat, versus basketball play-by-play, because it's just like you trying to keep up with everything, substitutions. By the time this play happened, that next play happened, and all that. So play-by-play, love doing baseball and softball. As a sideline reporter, basketball, and then as a fan, football.
I gotta go a quick follow-up in there, because I know you're an Eagles fan, which we can clearly see. Much to my dismay. Don't understand it, but I'll allow it. But you're in the ATL, based in the ATL, and when you saw the Falcons fiasco with the security breach, what's been the vibe there in the city? Duke's, you can see behind Duke's, he ATL native.
Yeah,
he got his dirty bird stuff. We heard his take. What is your take, being in Atlanta? What's the vibe?
It just seems like it's always something. Like it's just always something with the Falcons. Like they have a great draft. I feel like one of their best drafts in years. They check all the boxes. They finally go get some Georgia Bulldogs. They load up on the edge rushes, and then boom, they're getting their praises. You know what I mean? Like all offseason, last season, they getting clowned because of Kirk Cousins, taking Penix at 9 after paying Kirk the bag. They redeemed themselves in the draft. And then, of course, it's the Falcons. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like it's just always them with some BS.
They falcon it up, as Duke said. They falcon it up.
Falcon it up. So now the headlines is all about that versus being able to focus on this great draft that they had.
Church. Couldn't say it better.
I want to go to the beginning, like I always do. Let's get your background. Tell us your background, where you come from, and how did you get your start in sports journalism?
So I actually did in college, I went to NC State, Wolfpack. So I majored in sports management in college. I knew I wanted to do something sports related, but I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do coming out of high school. So I did sports management. In sports management, we were able to like get exposed to so many different areas of sports. So I did a lot in marketing, did a lot in finance, did some operations, did a little athletic training, pretty much anything on campus, because our department was really small. So anytime any event came on campus, they were always like hitting up our sports management department, like any students want to get involved. So I got exposed to a lot of different things, got to get a lot of good internships in college that really boosted my resume. So I actually minored in accounting in college, because when I did a preliminary, like I had to do, I had to do a prereqs. So I did an accounting class randomly. I was really good at it. So I just picked up accounting as my minor. So I was able to get a lot of different internships because I was so niche down. So I was able to do an internship with the Charlotte Hornets, ended up doing like an internship with the Atlanta Dream in finance. So then when I graduated, before I was graduating, I've always been a talker and I've always talked about sports. That's always what I did. But I didn't think like broadcasting was something that was realistic because, like a few years ago, it just seemed like, something just a few people did. So I never really took like a broadcasting opportunity serious in college. And then everybody's like, all my friends and stuff, they're like, you need to be talking about sports. You need to be talking about sports. You need to be talking about sports. I'm like, yeah. Okay. So then when I graduated, I was doing my internship with the Atlanta Dream, a finance internship. And I was just exposed to a lot of different people, a lot of different things. And then once I was like starting to get around like different broadcasters and being exposed to that in Atlanta, I was like, okay, this can be a real career path. So I actually started writing, wrote for the newspaper here in Atlanta, the Atlanta Voice. So writing was also something that I was really good at. And I actually really enjoy writing, which is actually a big part of being a reporter is writing. So I will cover like the Falcons, Hawks, all the pro teams, writing. Then I started getting some more on-camera opportunities. Met HBCU Game Day, which y'all are familiar with. A veteran broadcaster, Tali Carr, he works for HBCU Game Day. He was actually the sports reporter in my hometown growing up. So he kind of took me under his wing when it came to getting on-camera opportunities. And
I love how you just called Tali old without calling him. I'm gonna make you do this.
I said veteran.
But you also know when I was growing up, he was a sportscaster.
he was up and coming. He was up and coming when I was like, he was like just starting to get in his bag. You know what I'm saying?
In other words, when he was 18, he was 62. That was you. Shout out to Tali Carr. You old. I know your back hurts somewhere, Tali. We'll talk to you.
So you were born in North Carolina or Georgia? Or Carolina?
North Carolina.
Okay. All right, cool.
So just staying outside, honestly, like as y'all know, you gotta be doing something all the time. Atlanta obviously is a hub of events, hub of sports. So just staying outside, networking, taking any opportunity, honestly, I could get.
Love it. Love it.
I wanted to ask you about the Eagles draft. So one of my mentees was a 5th round draft pick, Smile Monday.
Yes.
Out of UGA. And when I looked at for what they did in the draft, they really did it again. Like they usually they were able to draft positions of luxury in the 5th round. When you think about adding a guy like Smile, when you already have Jahad Campbell as a 1st round pick. Talk to me about the Eagles draft and what you like the most and who may be your sleeper pick to really shine.
So first of all, I love that we got Smile. I feel like at this point, an Eagles draft is not complete without a Georgia Bulldog on defense. But no, I feel like we had a great draft. We go best available 1st round with Jahad Campbell. Jahad Campbell obviously dealing with a little bit of injury, but he fell to us. So I had to trade up a little bit for him. He's local from the Philly area, grew up Eagles fan, so it's like the perfect fit for him coming here. Nakobe Dean got hurt for us last season, so the last couple of games of the season in the playoffs, Nakobe Dean was hurt. So Jahad Campbell can come in instantly, be a day one starter on the inside with Nakobe Dean hurt. He's also someone that can play on the edge too, so it's like the perfect 2-on-1 because we did lose Brandon Graham to retirement and Josh Sweat, who went to the Cardinals this offseason. So Jahad is kind of like that perfect fit. So he can, be that Nakobe Dean while Nakobe Dean is hurt, but he can also be effective on the edge as well. I love our number 2 pick. 2nd round, we get a safety, Andrew Makuba, great in coverage.
I like that.
A guy out of Texas. And obviously we lost CJ. So with our first 2 picks, we get guys that can be day one starters, obviously if everything go right. But I love those first 2 picks. Makuba has that same kind of attitude that CJ has, like the little grit. You DB, you gotta have a little mouthpiece on you. So I really love the Makuba pick. Like I said, great in coverage. That's what we need. And he's a thumper. He hits stick, and that's what we're gonna be missing a little bit. But my sleeper pick, one of my favorite, honestly, picks is our 4th round pick, Ty Robinson, defensive tackle out of Nebraska. Y'all covering Colorado. Y'all seen Ty Robinson. This a guy I'm excited about with Jalen Carter. Like he's huge, but he's athletic. 4.8 at the combine. He had 6 sacks last season, all pretty much from the interior. So like getting that pressure from the inside with Jalen Carter, because obviously Jordan Davis is like our run stuffer. but to have somebody next to Jalen Carter that can, be a pass rusher as well, like that's going to be huge. Having that rotation with him, Jalen Carter, and Jordan Davis. Just picked up Jordan Davis's 5th-year option, so that's looking like the core of the future. So Ty is one I'm really excited about. He was number 1 in quarterback hurries for a defensive tackle. So just continuing to have that pressure and a guy next to Jalen Carter that can be a pass rusher as well. And then, like you said, next picks, we just kind of going best available, filling pieces. I really love Smile. I feel like we said, Nakobe Dean is hurt. So, any depth we can get at linebacker is going to be big, especially with Vic Fangio, because Vic Fangio, he's a linebacker wizard. Like, he loved linebackers. So I just feel like we saw what he did last season with Zach Baum. We saw what he did with Nakobe Dean, because Nakobe Dean was on the hot seat kind of pretty much before Vic Fangio came here. And, Nakobe Dean has one of his best seasons. So I'm really excited for Smile coming into this Vic Fangio defense. Our last pick, we go Antoine Powell-Ryland, edge rusher, 16 sacks last season at Virginia Tech. So to get a guy like that with our last pick, just adding to a rotation, hopefully we can get some production out of him early. I really, really like this draft.
I got to tell you, Simone, I'm going to try to say it without the vomit coming all the way up. So give me a second.
Just
I wish I had my Jerry back from the 90s, because my Jerry in the 90s, he knew how to get his ass kicked and then go buy off what kicked his ass. So I said, I tell you what, man, I bet we won't lose that Deion Sanders no more, because we finna get him over here. I really wish Jerry and the boys would get together, open up the checkbook, and just say, hey, Eagle Scout Department, we're going to buy all y'all.
Y'all got so many guys off our top 30 visit. Y'all was already shopping off our list.
Well,
let me
answer your question with a question. Did y'all win the Super Bowl?
Yes.
Why would we do that?
I'm saying,
let me tell you why Chico didn't graduate from Bible college. Chico copied off a dumb SOB like him. No, copy off the smart people. Copy off who winning. That's what I'm gonna go copy off. Hey, what you get, Dukes? Dukes say, hey, what you get, Chico?
Simone and left.
Why would I copy off Chico?
Man, you just got traumatized from copying off people when the teacher kicked you out of the classroom for copying a person's name and putting it on your paper too. Chico, like, how dumb can you get? You can't copy the person's name.
Let me tell you how right you are, Chico. I used to copy so much, the teacher made me come sit up by them. And then what they didn't realize, she had the answer key where I could see it, so I was signaling the class. I'd be like, 23 is A. 23 is A. Like, man, we're gonna beat the system now. We can look.
I can see you being bad in class.
Most definitely, he's bad on the show. So,
Simone, I want to give you some props for something you touched on that a lot of people sleep on. In order to want to be something, you got to see it. That old adage, you got to see it to be it. And when we look at like the big boys out there, the ESPNs, the Fox Sports, blah 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 blah. If you take away the people on those panels who are not retired from the sport, everybody else started off as writers.
Yeah.
Because everybody has a phone and internet access, people just jump straight to their face on the screen instead of honing their writing craft. Like, I hope my intern Terrence too is watching, because I be telling Terrence all the time, man, start writing.
Yeah, for sure.
Writing is what's going to get you there. You have to get the pen out the paper because it helps you with your thoughts, expression, blah, blah, blah. You can't just go right to the camera.
Right.
And so you touch on that, even though you had the resources to go right to camera, it's like, no, writing builds the platform.
Absolutely. And like you said, even when you're doing videos on camera, like, you writing scripts, you know what I mean? So you can tell that story. Like, even when I'm doing my YouTube videos, like, the writing aspect helps a lot when it comes to, structuring the video how you want to. And then even doing sideline reporting, like, you're writing all the time, literally, as a sideline reporter, you're literally writing your stories. So, people see you on camera and they assume, you're just talking, presenting on camera, but no, writing is definitely a big part of it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Hey, y'all see on the screen, Simone Stanley at Simone with the Sports. So make sure you hit up on her IG. Make sure you subscribe to her YouTube. She ain't going nowhere. I'm just letting y'all know where to find her at, because you got to make sure we like, share, and subscribe to all our guests that come on, as well as Deuce the Scoop channel, Big Dog Chico channel. If you're sitting there watching on Pregame Network and you ain't hit the like and subscribe, what the hell is wrong with you on this Friday? Like, I just don't get it. Like, hit it. Hey, you got something in the chat? Make it a super chat. We'll make sure we see it. But so far, the chat is just feeling. Simone is finding in Persian saying.
That's a good one. I never heard that one though.
Yeah,
that's
a first. That's definitely a first.
We say finding a frog hair in Mississippi. Man, you never seen no frog with no nappy hair. That comb go right through that thing.
Man, what?
Persian saying.
That's the first time I heard that.
I like that one.
Man, that's crazy, man. You know, in Georgia, in the country, they say finding the hair on the frog hair.
I never heard that either.
That's some fine hair.
Yeah.
That ain't like, I want y'all to look at Chico hair. It's the opposite of that.
Get him back, dog. Get him back. Get him back, Chico.
When it's funny, I'll laugh. That was quick right there. That was quick. we just say it Alabama. She's finer than the mother. That's what we say.
Yeah, that's all I heard.
That's quick and easy. Hey, Simone, I don't see the exact question, but somebody asked a ways back in the chat about HBCU coverage this fall. What was the storyline that you're most looking to cover? I'm paraphrasing that. What
story look to cover this football? Oh, honestly, basketball season, all the shifting of the coaches in the SWAC with Dante Jackson going to Alabama A&M, and then Patrick Crary going to Grambling. So I think basketball season is definitely going to be spicy with all the shuffling of the coaches. So I'm excited for that.
Don't forget Heisman Trophy at FAMU.
Huh?
Charlie Ward is at FAMU.
Yeah, Charlie Ward. Yeah, at FAMU. So yeah, all the coaching like changes. I know a lot of people got their eyes on Patrick Crary because what he did at FAMU, going to Grambling, and then Dante Jackson going to Alabama A&M. So a lot of shuffling. So I'm definitely excited for that basketball season.
All right. Hey, Simone, we got you know what? You in Atlanta, he in NOLA. Hang on. Can we do 5 on the screen, Chico?
Can we do 5 on this screen?
Let's see, can we do it? We
got always put me on the spot.
Might as well let Simone hang out with us since she Persian saying in this mofo. I'm gonna get her a picture with Dak Prescott for a backdrop back there to get her a real quick.
No, we got the right one back there.
Unbelievable. Well, I didn't have it set up for a 5-man but I'm gonna bring on.
I tell you what, look, I'm gonna check out a little early on Friday. Man, appreciate everybody. Chico,
hey man,
drink your water. You never know when the push-ups are coming. So, man, nice to meet you, Simone. Uncle Neil, I'll hit you in a minute.
Nice to meet you.
Blue Flame ain't going nowhere, dog. Uh-oh. Let me make sure I get it right. There we go. We're going to bring in our second guest on this Financial Friday. We got another young entrepreneur straight out of the NO. We're going to bring on my guy, the owner, CEO, the main man, the creator of the brand We That's Chicken and Shrimp out of the NO, New Orleans, Greg Tillery. How you doing, G Till?
My dog, what's happening with it? How y'all doing?
Doing good, man. You all right?
Man, I'm feeling blessed, bro. I'm feeling real good, man. Happy Friday to y'all.
Yes, indeed. Happy Friday. We have Miss Simone Stanley on with us, Uncle Neely, my co-host, and we're doing this thing together, man. We wanted to bring you on because you are kind of in sports and entrepreneurship and everything. We're going to get you a full story. You have partnerships with different former NBA players like Matt Barnes, relationships with Master P, rapper Currency, and things of that nature. Go ahead and introduce the people who you are, and let them know how'd you get started with your empire so far.
Well, first of all, I appreciate y'all having me on your show. I mean, I'm so super proud of you, Cheek. You know we go back to them Selma days, so you know what I'm saying. I've been knowing my brother for a long time, and just see the growth that's happening with the podcast, and just very proud of you. And then gotta salute Miss Simone. Like, I'm listening to her talk, and like she very, very knowledgeable of, like, you know, what it is that she's talking about. So, you know, salute to her, you know what I'm saying, and you as well, you know what I'm saying. But outside of that, my name is Greg Tillery. I'm you know, born and raised in New Orleans. The owner of We That's, New Orleans' own chicken and shrimp. Started on a food truck and expanded to, you know, multiple locations, especially before the pandemic. I was up to like 10 locations, from locations all the way from, you know, in Tuscaloosa, you know, on the University of Alabama campus, to, California, with Cheek talk about with with Matt, you know what I'm saying? So I had him in Texas and but our most recent um location that we opened up that I'm probably most proud of is the one being inside the Riverwalk, inside and you know, that's a staple in the city all in itself. That's right across the street from the Caesars, which used to be Harris Casino. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? And it's right there on the port. So, I done, started on, like I said, started on the food truck, opened up restaurants. I seen you had, you got the products and stuff. I got products in grocery stores. You know what I'm saying? It's just, it's been a journey, but this ain't been nothing that, I did overnight. It's been, like 13, 14 years that I've been doing it. So, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, that's throwback right there, Chief. That's throwback right there, dog. So,
Hey
that's when
man,
I first
started with a
started.
food truck.
Now
Started with
we
a
here.
food truck. Tuskegee
Now we here.
University graduate, man.
Yep. Yep. Sales and
And
marketing degree. Yep. Yep. AD, my boy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, you can go down the list. I mean, you name it, I done probably cook for him. You know what I'm saying? So, just
we
been
got
in
to
the
get you to
field.
cook for Unc.
Well, hey, I would love that. You know what I'm saying? I know he connected with and I hope that's gonna be a conversation that we could talk about because I really thought that I was gonna be able to cause regardless of if he in Cleveland or if he with the Saints,
Oh
I
my,
thought
hey,
he was
look,
coming
my
down here. I really thought he was gonna
my
come in
first
town.
question going to be about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the first question though? What's your first
Well,
question?
well, my first statement is this.
No, what up, Fi?
You
What
got
up,
it.
Fi?
Then my question
GE,
is,
GE,
as an
GE.
entrepreneur down there in New Orleans, in the Riverwalk, down there by the casino, down there by the convention center, you name it, in the heart of it. The Saints were sitting there at number 9 and Shador was on the board. What would it mean for business in your city, your home, had they pulled that trigger? What was you thinking?
Let me explain something to you, bro, because I got a lot of relationships with on both the Pels and the Saint side, and I can't really say too much. I could just tell you that people in the city was very, very disappointed. Like we was very, very disappointed. Like I know for a fact what Shador would have done for this city. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what he would have done for the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I see the potential. I've been keeping up with him since, he been playing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I know like what it would have done. Like I know what it would, the excitement, like he got the number 1 selling jersey now, and people gonna be wearing his jersey whether they Cleveland fans or not. Just
Mm-hmm.
like me. Like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be wearing the jersey just because, like, you know, you take, and I'm not trying to switch, subjects, but it's like even with LeBron and with his son, like it's like like you go back to like Peyton Manning and Archie Manning, like it's like, bro, like you can't get mad at this man for being confident in what he's doing, and he not like no, he ain't like no, he was a first round draft pick. Him and Travis, like they first round draft picks. So it's like the fact that y'all even allowed this man to even deal with that, and then it's like because with them it's not about the money, it's just about the straight, just love of the game. You dig? And it's like, for you to be so people to hate on him so tough and be so like just because of who his pops is, just because of his confidence, just because of this, is like, bro, like that's not okay, dude. Like that's not okay. Because in other families, like that stuff is not going on. Like they, everybody look out for their people. So why y'all got such a problem with this dude, being confident in what he is, what he do, and who he is, and you know what I'm saying? Like, and I, like I said, like I was on one of the little blog spots or whatever, and they posted them, and I said, look, I'm getting the jersey regardless. And it's like I just want him to prove him wrong, but it just immediately, and somebody posted it, it reminded me of Lamar Jackson. it's like Lamar Jackson didn't go first round, but it's like, like now look at what Lamar Jackson doing. Like look at who he is now, and it's like Shador gonna do exactly what that is. Like that's exactly what's gonna happen. And it's like, now you got all these NFL coaches coming out talking about, yeah, this and that, and we were scared because if things didn't work out, then Uncle Dion was gonna, leave and come coach. And so, nah, man, like no, like, that's weak. Like that's no, bro. Like don't make this man lose out on what he's earned. And like I see all kind of clips, circulating, with him when as a kid, like just putting in the work, like bro, like, like for me, like I've been doing this stuff for, close to 15 years. Like, bro, like this ain't just happened overnight. That's what I'm saying. So it's like this didn't happen overnight with bro. Like, he know who his pops is, and he know, what kind of competitor his dad is. Like, like so of course, like if that's somebody that you idolize and that's with you, step by step, he giving you the game on what you need to do to get to where you want to be. And the thing about it is that, and it's the point, is that if you got the genuine love for the game, it's like you gonna do what it takes to get to that spot. And it's just like, like him and his brother, like I always respected it. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, bro, I just, going back to the question you asked, bro, like the city just very disappointed. Like we just very disappointed. Like it's like our draft, ain't nobody in the city feeling that draft. Like ain't nobody feeling, the picks that we got, and and there's no disrespect to nobody, like, cause like, and I don't like even the quarterback that we got, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not gonna I'm not gonna say his bro name, but like, bro, like, where does that even come from? Like, what are y'all doing? But again, things ain't been the same. Like, even like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna say this, like, Jameis Winston, come on, bro, like Teddy Bridgewater, like, come on, bro, like, what is this really about? Like, what is it really about? Like, what is it really about? Like, what are y'all trying to portray? Like, what do y'all, who do y'all want to be the face of the city in so many words? You heard me? So, it's like, like I said, man, I know what it is. I've been around these people. I know these people. I've done business with these people. I got relationship with, majority of the players on both sides. Well, a lot of these new guys, on the Pell side, I don't really kind of know them like that. But like, but like even from the Saints side, AK, my partner, Cam Jordan, that's my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like I was cooking for them boys. The defense, Tyrann Matthews, we from the same hood. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I just can't understand for the life of me. But one of my partners kind of made things make sense yesterday. It's like, dang, man, I hope they're not trying to tank this year so that they can get whoever, you know what I'm saying, coming out next year, whatever the case may be. And it's like, y'all worrying about next year, like with everything going on, y'all don't know like what next year even gonna look like. You know what I'm saying? So, for me to answer that question, like just to be, to cut all of that short, it's just like, I'm just very disappointed, bro. Like I was like really looking forward to like seeing that dude in New Orleans and like having him play on side of Alvin Kamara. You heard me? You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, that would have been fire.
Dude, like, come, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, like, bro, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Chris Olave, like, come on. Like, but again, like going back to the Michael Thomas days, like I rock with Mike big time. You dig? Like I rock with him big time. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, that's the spark that we needed and that the city needed. So when we didn't see that pick coming, because you see all of, the hype around it, and we thinking like the Saints gonna get them and this, that, and the third, and when we just didn't get them, it's just like everybody in the city,
deflating.
like it's like a hot air balloon. It's like it was just deflating, bro. Like to answer your question, like, bro, it was more deflating than anything, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
Greg, let me tell you this, Noop, and I want Symone to hop in as well, and of course, Big Dog Chico. Being born and raised here in Mississippi, you know, New Orleans right down the road, so you spend a lot of time there and vibe with that culture. I thought personally, much like when Coach Prime Deion Sanders came out of Florida State and growing up in Fort Myers, that Atlanta just matched like his swag. And I can say the same thing about New Orleans and Shador, knowing him, that like cultural wise, vibe wise, the way he liked food, the way he loved his people, like it just would have been a marriage made in heaven had that happen. And so I, you know, as a neighbor state and not only a friend of the family, when I saw the Saints not pull the trigger at 9 and then multiple other times not pull the trigger, I was like, man, they just don't know what they're missing this guy, because he literally would have been the face of the city and face of the state.
Facts. I agree with you 1,000%, brother. I agree with you 1,000%. And again, like I said, like our city is built off of like straight tourism. So it's like this dude, like, bro, do you know how many people, like I said, that's not even Cleveland Browns fans that's gonna be just traveling to the games? Do you know how many people travel to Colorado just to see him play? You dig? Like, I mean, it's like, you know, so it's like if we going based off of like economic growth and we going based off of like, you know, what our city is built on, and that's tourism, like he would be the main attraction, just like when Big Z came down here, which is my brother. Like, just like when Big Z came down here, it's like people going to the game to see him. You dig? Like that's what that's all about. Like, so it's like, again, brother, like you right, Unc, like it was just baffling to me, bro. Like, it really was just baffling to me, bro. I could not understand it. And again, like, my honest opinion, and I'll say this in front of anybody and everybody, like, it just was very disappointing, not only for me, but for the entire city. Like, it just was disappointing, bro. Like, it's like a hot air balloon, just, you know, you put a pin in that mug and it just deflated. Like, it just deflated us. And everybody, like, so, you know, me being positive and optimistic, I'm like, all right, cool. Well, we're going to give it the benefit of the doubt. But it's just like, you know, like, we already know what's happening. Like, we know, like, you know, like, build around him. You dig? Like, build around him, because that's one thing I will give the Saints credit with. Like, and that's like, go and get talent that is like really not high profile, or they like sleepers. You dig? So like, they good at doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, even on the basketball side with you know, the Herb Jones, the Trey Murphys, you know what I'm saying? We had the Devontae Grahams, you know what I'm saying? Big Z, of course, he you know, a hot topic or whatever. The Brandon Ingrams, like, we had the squad, you know what I'm saying? Like, to do what we needed to do. But then, like I said, that organization, or that side of the organization, started falling apart. So like now, you know, like I was at the Saints games when my grandpa took me to go see Uncle Dion play when he was with the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? To see Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, you know what I'm saying, Troy Aikman. Like, but that was back when the Saints, people literally going in the game to support, but they got the brown paper bags over there.
Brown bags on their head.
You dig? Like, so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just
Some
speaking like,
underdog.
yeah, of course. But, and the city, you know, the city just ain't been the same. Like, you know, like, even with like letting Jameis Winston go, like, why would you do that? Like, why would you even trade Teddy Bridgewater? Like, why would you even trade Teddy Bridgewater?
You think they have a problem with black quarterbacks down there?
Like I said, I'm not speaking on that. I'll just let you say, I'll let you understand what I'm saying. Things ain't been the same since Aaron Brooks. You dig?
Yes.
Yeah.
Things ain't been the same since Aaron Brooks. But bro, like, smiling on the sideline when we losing games and stuff like that. Like, you know, like, people don't understand, like, that affects everything in the city. Like, people, like, that's all we have is the Saints. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, on a Monday, when the Saints, if they lose or win, that dictates everybody, like, you know what I'm saying, going out, spending money, moving, like, people mad, people upset. Like, I'm being real. Like, I'm just being honest. I'm in the hood right now, about to go get my haircut. Like, I'm like, this is what we talking about. Like, this is like what it is, bro. So it's like, again, you know, I'll just let you know, like Teddy Bridgewater, you know what I'm saying, Jameis Winston, like, bro, like, but then you bring them down there for the Super Bowl to do all of this stuff for the ratings and the media and all that kind of stuff and all of this, bro. Like,
that
man,
could have been your quarterback.
Like, man, I miss me with all that, man. Like, miss all of that. Like, nobody don't want to hear that because we shouldn't have let him go anyways. But the thing about it is that people go other places and all prime example, Jackson Hayes. Now, even though the Lakers, you know what I'm saying, shout out to bro, you know what I'm saying, cause bro balling. You dig? Anthony Edwards, right? Like he balling. You know what I'm saying? But we had Jackson Hayes on our team. And I said this, I said, look, do not get, I said, the last thing the Pels want to do is like put this dude and trade this dude and let this dude go somewhere else. And guess what? He shined and he's shining, but he could have shined down here. But again, that's what we so used to seeing, you know, like people going other places and just like really just, you know, reaching their full potential. And like, but it's like, but why not keep them here? So again, you seen, I mean, it ain't no secret. David Griffin fired now. You dig? Now we got Joe Dumars.
So wait, hold on. So what's I ain't gonna get into the Zion thing.
No, go ahead,
Chief. I'm gonna let Simone ask a question since we got her in. Let me go to Simone first.
All right, cool.
Are we on New Orleans or anything?
It's anything, whatever you want.
Oh, so I wanted to know what y'all think about. Y'all probably discussed it already, but the quarterback room for the Browns, like the outlook y'all think for Shador in there.
Oh, well,
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say Joe Flacco, 40 years old. You know, they brought him in to kind of be the mentor bridge piece. They don't think Deshaun Watson will be playing this year. You know, he re-injured his Achilles, I think, in January, so he's out. So you bring in Flacco, that veteran. Then you have a guy like Kenny Pickett, who's a veteran who's been there. But I think they know that he's not the answer. But he can be a guy if Flacco doesn't work out, you know, a veteran to have him in there. But then you bring in in my opinion, two accomplished college quarterbacks in Dylan Gabriel, who has played, I think, like 64 college games between UCF, Oklahoma, and Oregon. And then you have Shador Sanders, and we know what he's done. So you have two rookies that can get a lot of reps and can learn the game. But let's say one of them beat the other out, like Shador beats out Dylan, and Dylan plays well in the preseason. Now you got a guy that you can hold up for trade bait to the other teams out there while you have your franchise quarterback, whichever one it may be, and you have your bridge quarterback. So I would anticipate them either getting rid of one of the veterans or trading one of the rookies. But I think at the end of the day, Shador will be the starter up there.
1,000%. 1,000%, bro. Dude got the #1 rookie jersey that's selling right now, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, they already know what it is. Like, they already know what it is. That's why I couldn't understand the whole when Russell Wilson went to Pittsburgh. I couldn't understand that because y'all got another quarterback, but I can understand it. But it's like, you know, like you want that mentorship, whatever. But it's like, yeah, man, of course, Shador gonna be the face of Cleveland, like that, and that's great. But again, Shador should have been the face of New Orleans. And I mean,
was right there waiting for him too.
Bro, come on, dog. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. You even had I forgot what bro name is, the tight end or the receiver, like yo, bro, like I hope you getting ready. Like this is, you know, like it's game time. Like, you know, so we all like anticipating this coming. And it's like not only, you know, from a food perspective, you know, because I heard Onk say that, but not only from the food perspective, but like the cultural perspective. And it's like this is somewhere that he can really, you know, tap in and like, you know, he can do like he can make money outside of just being the starting quarterback for the Saints. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people gonna rally behind him. Like, bro, like we love Deion, dog. You heard me? Like so it's like everything that he doing. Like I'm a graduate of Tuskegee, so it's like when I seen Deion going, because I ain't hear you when I was listening to you, when you was talking about basketball, like we ain't talk about, you know, Vic going to Norfolk State, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know, they understanding Eddie George going to Tennessee State. It's like they understand in the play. You do what you got to do here. Bring the attention to what it is that you're doing, and then you gonna automatically get recruited by these bigger universities. Like I seen like some statistics on when like the numbers like with like sold out seats, like they up 600% you know, on revenue to the city, and you know, all it like, but that's the effect. Like that's the effect. And it's like it would have been the same thing down there. So it's like, for the life of me, I just cannot understand like why bro is not a Saint. Like why bro is not down here. Like I
And
just
Coach Prime
cannot.
even said, hey, I like these colors. And he was talking about that black and gold. So
Yeah,
what you think?
Yeah, I just think that it's you know, we know Shador. We've seen him play Trinity High School, seen him play Jack State, seen him play in Colorado. Clearly, the NFL hadn't been watching. You know, I know they were watching. They just hating. But it's somewhere between rookie mini camp, OTAs, and camp starting. The world is going to see that he's the best quarterback on that team. Like that's just what's going to happen from his work ethic, what he puts in on the film room, his understanding of the offensive scheme, his understanding of being able to read defenses quickly. He's going to emerge, you know, by that second or third preseason game as the best quarterback in that room. They're probably going to still week one go out there, you know, with the old guy. But I'd imagine by week 3, Simone.
Not the old guy.
I mean, like, you know, I'm sitting here about to turn 54. It's two things that's undefeated. One of them I ain't gonna say because we got a lady, but you know, that's undefeated and Father Time. And Flacco is gonna be fighting Father Time and Shador. The beautiful part about Shador Sanders in this situation is, from a capitalism standpoint, the Browns are getting a guy that was going to be just as kick-ass at $40 million as he is at $4 million. Like we all know about this proverbial chip on the shoulder, but Shador regardless of the circumstance. Like he could have went first pick, he could have went Mr. Irrelevant, and he gonna show up in practice the same way because it ain't about him. And because it's about him, he's going to emerge as the best quarterback in that room. And it's going to be a point where the Browns have to say, hey, man, we have to start him. Like what he's doing in practice, we have to start him. I imagine it will happen no later than their first bye week, but I'm giving it week 3.
I agree.
It is.
I agree. I agree with you 100% on that. Because that's what I'm doing. Like when you're saying they got this person, that person, yeah, that's all good. But again, that's why I said what I said about him having the #1 selling jersey. Like this is what the fans want to see. They want to see him play. And when he has that chip on his shoulder, he is the underdog. And when he really not an underdog, he is an underdog, but he only an underdog because of who his dad is. And it's like, that's the same way with Bronny. Like, it's like, and not to switch to basketball, but it's like, bro, like, what is it with the black man, like, trying to just take care of his sons? Like, trying to make sure they straight. Like, bro, like, what's wrong with that? Because it's been going on for so many years. Like, you know, like so many years. Like, that's why I said, going back to the Saints, Archie Manning, Peyton Manning, Eli Manning. No disrespect to the Mannings, I got the utmost respect for them, but it's just like, bro, like it wasn't a problem with them. So like, why is it a problem now? Like, why is it a problem when, you know, the black man takes care of his family? Like, I don't understand it.
I'm going to
drop. They didn't like him anyway.
Drive down your street. You might want to tell everybody to get on the sidewalk because I remember when nobody had a problem with Ray Nagin, former mayor of New Orleans, until he said out his mouth that New Orleans is a chocolate city after Katrina.
Ray Nagin went to Tuskegee. Ray Nagin went to Tuskegee. Ray Nagin graduated from Tuskegee, so I know I am a huge fan. But Ray Nagin's so solid. Ray Nagin that's a whole nother conversation.
Exactly.
Ray Nagin is so solid.
But I think it's still in that pendulum swing that, hey, we would rather in the future have a Manning here as QB1 than a Sanders here as QB1.
That's who it was. That's who they told me. That's what my partner told me. Say, little bro gonna be coming out next year. I'm like, oh, okay, now it makes sense.
Either next year or the year following.
Yeah.
Is it 27?
I think it's the year following next year. Well, he's a sophomore.
Yeah, so he's gonna play probably 2 more years in college, and then they got 2 years for that Tyler Sharp kid to suck, and Riddler, whoever his name is, to just stink it up down there.
Rattler.
Rattler.
Who's Riddler though? Because I think there is a Riddler.
And then the thing is, he's wears number 2 also. So
you put the keys of the franchise, in the hand of a guy who graduated from high school, the same class as Trevor Lawrence, who's been in the league 4 years, has had 3 major surgeries because they were major injuries. And I mean, what he 30 years? Like, come on, man! Like, it was just a no-brainer for me. And I think it was deliberate. I think it was orchestrated. I think it was collusion, conversations, and executed, across the league, and particularly for the teams that were in need of a quarterback, which were the Browns, the Giants, the Saints, and the Steelers. I think those 4 certainly had conversations about, let's let him slide, and whoever get it for the cheap. But we're gonna send a message right now. If you're just hopping on us, man, got our man Tillery on. Weedats down there in New Orleans.
Yes,
make sure y'all down in the Riverwalk. You got a lot of fans in the chat talking about the food looking good. Chico been showing the food. Hey, my man Louisiana Glenn is in the chat. He out there in Colorado, and he be cooking at Louisiana. Hey, Tillery, we got to get you out this summer for camp, man, and let you feed the team.
I would love that. I would love that.
Tell them about your business, G, and about the chicken and shrimp, your products, where they can find you at. Go ahead, give a nice big plug one time.
So, like I said, I specialize in wings. You dig? I started. People ask me, well, like, why you what made you pick that when when I started on the food truck in 2012, 2013. I was like, because wings is like it's a universal language. It don't matter who you are. Everybody like chicken wings. You know what I'm saying? Everybody like wings. So like for me, when you think about wings, you think about, sporting events, you think about, barbecues, you think about family, you think about like, it's just like, was it a togetherness? And like, that's even with my brand or whatever, like that's what we that stand for. We get a lot more accomplished together than we can by ourselves, than we ever will by ourselves. You dig? So, I got the wings, I got the fish, I got the shrimp, we got the boudin balls, we got the Southwest egg rolls. You dig? I'm about to jump into this, rest in peace to Al Copeland, but I'm about to jump into this, the thigh, the legs, with the breaded chicken like that you'll get from a Popeyes or Churches. Like I'm about to do that because I mean, in the city, people know, like, when it comes down to the wings, like, I don't play around with that. Like, my heart and soul is in that. My heart and soul is in everything that it is that I'm doing. So, we got that. And then I got the products, that are currently in probably about, 65, 66 grocery stores. And we got the chicken fry, we got the gumbo mix, we got the lemon pepper, we got the Creole seasoning. We got the, the sweet heat seasoning, which is great. You know what I'm saying? We got the what else we got, man? Shoot, we got
you ship everywhere because I even ordered some, and you shipped out here too. You shipped out here to Hawaii too, so I appreciate that, man.
Hey, Greg, let me tell you this story. You mentioned that boudin, right?
Right.
I got a partner from up north. He came down here, met a chick, fell in love. It's time to go to the first Thanksgiving dinner with the fam, right? So they doing their thing, they hanging out. Chico, change the set when I'm not down there. They doing their thing, they hanging out. So her old man say, "Hey, let's go out here on the deck while the women doing the cooking, and have us little shot of little scotch. Let's talk men talk." So my partner said, "Man, I went out there, man. I'm a little nervous." Because I'm talking to her daddy. So her daddy, he looked at me and said, "Hey man, y'all been together about a year now. Has she gave you any of that sweet boudin yet?" and he didn't know it was sausage.
Right.
He
Right.
thought he was talking about something else, so he said, "No, sir, but we have kissed a couple times." He said, "Man, boy, I ain't talking about no damn sex. I'm talking about how she made my family recipe."
Hey,
I was
man,
thinking
but you know what?
booty.
Yeah.
Hey, you heard me? But you know what, though? To be honest with you, even on that situation and that story you just told, like, that's a solid dude, you dig? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
so, like, that's who he would want to be his son-in-law, you dig?
Yeah.
Like, because, like, you know, he trying to do the thing, do it the right way, and, you know, this, that, and the third, like, that ain't top of his mind. But, yeah, man, outside of that, man, you know, we got that. And you know, we specialize, like I said, in the fish. I got them, you see on my page, them big old pieces of fish. It come with potato salad, you know what I'm saying, cornbread, you know what I'm saying, fries, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just venturing off and like really like adapting to everything that's going on. Cause like if you pass by like a Popeyes or Churches, I know down here, 3-piece for $5. You dig? 2-piece for $5 with a side. And it's like me from an economic standpoint, from like a money standpoint, it's like, yeah, everybody like understand what's going on. There's so many uncertainties, you know, with everything that's going on with the economy now. So I said that to say like I'm definitely about to jump in that field because I've been talking about doing it. I just never did it. You dig? So like, you know, I'm about to start doing that. But yeah, man, anytime y'all want me to come out there and, you know, meet Uncle Dion, you know what I'm saying? Like, huge fan from the Falcons to, you dig, like, you know, Florida State to, you know what I'm saying, to shit. I had Dion's growing up to, you know what I'm saying, the Cowboys, like, like, I just love what he's doing. And then when he made that move going to Jackson State, and I graduated from Tuskegee, like, it's just like, I'm like, Uncle Dion, I appreciate that. And I never met him, but, one of my partners is Mo Flippin, and Mo a trainer that, I guess him and Dion, him and his wife Brittany, I don't know if y'all met him before or whatever, like they real tight or whatever the case may be. But I just love what he doing. Always been like, always had the utmost respect for bro. And like, I seen like, on the gram, like what Travis like sent over to him or whatever, like, how, he changed his life. And, it's like, I just know like people, and what I love the most about Dion, and that's what I guess I'm gonna just end with, is the fact that he handles everything with grace. He don't let nobody play with him. He don't let nobody disrespect him. But then again, like the one thing that he do more than anything is like, he praise God and he always give God the glory. And it's like, that's what I respect, So like, I done did, speaking engagements down here in New Orleans with, Wallow and Juvie, Wallow, you know what I'm saying? We did the speaking engagements or whatever. We got a collab post on Wallow, we all did the collab post or whatever the case may be. And I know Gilly and Wallow, they real tight with bro, you know what I'm saying? So, and I salute them dudes because them dudes on the same wave, like them dudes on that positive stuff, like they trying to, show the youth, you know what I'm saying, what's going on, you dig, like, and trying to change these young brothers' lives, man, because, a lot of people, they run from them opposed to running to them. And it's like, I'm, like I said, I can show you my scenery right now, like, I come from the same thing that a lot of these kids come from, so I can relate to you and understand you on whatever kind of level you want me to understand. Whether it be the shotgun house that I grew up in with 6 of us, you dig, all of us, 4 of us in one room, you dig, you know what I'm saying, to the, the aspect of, the food stamp part of it, like back when food stamps wasn't no Louisiana, purchase card. It was the actual physical money. You dig, like standing in line and getting the Cheerios and the Kellogg's and
trying to hide the fact that you got food stamps. You don't break them out until she asks for the money. I got them in my pocket. Like, when it's time to pay, now you bring them out real fast.
Yeah, bro. So it's like I'm not mad at these dudes for like getting these NIL deals. Like, I'm not mad at this. Like, I'm not mad. Like, bro, like, cause Shorty on the phone. Sorry, I think her name is Simone. Like, that was talking.
Yes,
Like,
Miss Symone.
you know, yeah, Miss Simone. You know, she had said something about. I think she said Jahad Campbell. Jahad came from Alabama, right? And we talking about the same dude, and he got recruited by Philly. Well, you know, we follow each other on the gram. I cooked for him when we was in Tuscaloosa. You dig? He used to be in We That's all the time. Like, all these dudes, like, it's like, you know, like, bro, like Aaron Collins, like, you know, bro Lacey, you know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to the dude, like, bro, like Collins beat this dude being We That's all the time. He from the
If
city.
y'all check
Like,
if y'all check the Instagram, you can see all the celebrities on his page. You, like I said, got partnerships. I think he's still in Tuscaloosa, right? You still in Tuscaloosa, G?
Man, bro, like, you know, that's offline, bro. Like, you know, I mean,
Okay.
you know, I mean, you know, you gotta understand, bro, like, when it come down to business, it's like this. It's like, if you an athlete, you play football, you play basketball, you play baseball, you play whatever, you understand that. So then when it comes down to other people that's in other lanes that's doing the actual business side of it, is like, sometimes you just gotta understand, and like, you gotta let that be, because like when they, like, the sign's still on the, you know, the sign's still there, but like, you know, like, bro, like, we was doing crazy numbers. Like, I'm talking about, like, I even put a video up, you heard me, like, with Coach Prime, and it's like, you know, like, on like one of the videos that I put up, and it was like a soundbite that he said, you know, and it was like, well, that's when Alabama played Tennessee, and we got a full house. You heard me? We was 200 feet away. We 200 feet away from
I remember the location.
stadium. Yeah, we 200 feet
right
away
there.
from the stadium. We right there. So, you know, it's just like, you know, I mean, it's certain things I can speak on and certain things I can't speak on.
No,
You
it's
know,
all
because I'm
good.
always
But
keep it solid. But yeah, I mean, look, if you in New Orleans, you in the city. I'm coming. Oh yeah, of course. If you in the city, is my barber. If you're in the city, you know, you come to that Riverwalk, you come holler at my brother Spitter, you know, Currency the Hospital, who on tour right now. Yeah, he on tour right now. So, you know, shout out to him. And then, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, shout out to my brother Kid. I'm gonna bring that boy Kid out there with me too. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do, you know, Kid, a legend, a GOAT, you know what I'm saying? On one of the hottest songs to ever be, you know, 135 million views just on YouTube alone. You heard me, with that Mrs. Officer ran with Young Money or whatever. And that's my dog. Pull up on me on the food truck 13 years ago in the cold. Like, so it's like, you know, everything come back full circle, you dig? You know what I'm saying? So,
well, we have the locations that's on your website up on the screen right now. And I think they're still popping off.
That's got to be updated, you dig? It's cool. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. But like I said, man, you know, I'm going to give you, Chico, like, I'm going to support you. I'm going to give you everything you need to know, everything, you know, and I'm going to keep it a buck with everything that we talking about. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, so, you know, yeah, I mean, yeah, still go to, you know, We That's out there, whatever they calling it out there, you know, right there in Gardena, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my brother, Matt Barnes, because, you know, things ain't really necessarily got, you know, when you get other people that's involved, you know, and
that's
you
tough right
just,
there.
you know, and when you get other people involved, you know, people, you know, if they more in your ear than I am, because I'm always in the trap, I'm always behind them fryers, you know, I don't really, you know, I just try to take care of business the way business need to get taken care of, and lead with integrity and do what I'm supposed to do and do the right thing. But, you know, anything, like I said, shout out to my boy, you know, Matt Barnes. Shout out to my dog, Stacks. You dig? Like, Steven Jackson, like, that's a real gangster right there. You dig? Like, that's my partner. That's my partner, dog. So, and shout out to y'all for, and shout out to y'all for everything that y'all doing, bro. Like, Cheek, I see everything that you're doing and everything that y'all doing, bro. Like, and again, we gonna get other people on here. Like, we gonna get other people on y'all show because like y'all need attraction. Because like I sit there and I listen, I watch, and like y'all be talking that real, y'all talk that sports. Like like when it come out of sports, bro. Like I remember when you started this, like, bro, like y'all be on it, dog. Like y'all be on it.
Mm-hmm.
So people need to know about y'all, bro. If they, which they know, you dig, but it's like more and more people. So, make sure you chop me up some clips, send me some clips so I can, post that on the gram and do all of this. And like I said, like with the people that I know, start sending them y'all way so they could talk about sports. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And they can, y'all can have, all of that, or whatever the case may be, however I can help. So you dig, like, just, thank you for having me. You dig, nice to meet you, brother. You dig, Miss Simone, Nope, yes, sir. Gamma Epsilon, Lighthouse chapter. You dig, but I'm just very, very proud of you, bro. Like, you always, like I said, since them Selma days, man, you always just been a huge, huge supporter of, what I had going on. You dig? And I just respect that, bro. And I just see your growth and I see your elevation. And I want you to keep on elevating, bro. And like, Gillian Wallow posted something last night with the top 25 podcast, bro. And like
Mm-hmm.
I see that for y'all. You dig? And like I'm looking both of y'all in the face, you know what I'm saying, eye to eye. Like I see that for y'all. So any
Yes.
way I can help, you dig? Like that's exactly what we're gonna do. So, much love, much respect. Thank you. You dig? You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
1,000.
indeed.
You need me, cheat. You know what I'm saying? You got the direct line. You know what I'm saying? Holla at me. But you know what I'm saying? Y'all enjoy y'all Friday. Clip this up for me. Send me some clips so we can do collab posts and all of that. And please do me a favor. Tell Uncle Dion, look, I paid for the jersey. You heard me? Tell Shiloh, I'm going to buy the jersey. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Tell Shador, I'm going to buy the jersey. And all I need him to do is just put a signature on it so I can hang it loud and proud. And we that's put it in the Riverwalk. So, you know what I'm saying? They know, like, look, this what we doing. This who we, you know what I'm saying, supporting. And it's like, like, I just and the last thing I'm gonna say, like the way that they handled this whole situation, just with nothing but just grace
Mm-hmm.
and just like trusting in God, bro. Like I can't do nothing but respect that. I just
Absolutely.
can't do nothing but respect, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, dude. Like I can't do nothing but respect that. So tell them dudes when y'all talk to them, like just tell them like in the city, like it's all love. Tell them like the city of New Orleans is disappointed and we hurt that he not down here.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We hurt that he not down there. I'm gonna give you. It ain't really the disappointment like we hurt because we need him. You know what I'm saying? Like that's like who we know could have like took us to where. And then like I said, like you surround him with the team and the players that we already got. Like it just would have been an automatic like it would have been instant chemistry. You
Yeah.
dig? So but again, like I said, man, respect, love, peace. Y'all be safe. Enjoy y'all weekend. You know what I'm saying? If you need me, Cheek, I'm one call away, bro. Oh, very
Indeed.
nice to meet you, brother. Noob, respect. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keep doing what y'all doing, bro. But please relay them messages to them dudes and tell them that we supporting them and that we love them, bro. And I gotta put a package together so I can send to y'all of all them seasonings and spices that you got. Even Miss
Off the
Simone, I'm
top.
not sure if she's still top, she's still locked in, but I'm
She
gonna
had to
put a
check
package
out, but
together.
I'm sure
Okay.
she'll receive it. Just like we
Yeah,
received all those
yeah.
good blessings and much love and respect to you, G Till. We gotta have you back on at some point to talk some more. But
Facts.
we
Oh, one
appreciate
thing
you,
we're gonna
man.
do, Chico, we're gonna have him on like on a Friday night because I'm gonna challenge the chat. I'm gonna open a bottle, and every time he say you dig, we taking a shot, and we gonna see
Hey,
who's gonna be still standing in the show.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this.
I will be
First
knocked
of
out.
all, we noobs. First of all, we noobs. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now. You gotta understand. Like, this is what I do. I'm from the Big Easy, baby.
Yeah, you
You know what I mean?
dig?
So
Yeah.
this is what I do. Cause what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna give me some nice Wazam wings, buffalo
Wazam.
lemon pepper, a 10-piece with some fully loaded fries, bacon, cheese, ranch, jalapenos, with a piece of cornbread, with a slice of cornbread. You heard me? And then I'm gonna be on a full stomach. So make sure you straight. You dig? And we can take as many shots as you want. You know what I'm saying? So
Hey,
it's all love over there.
if you're in the chat, this has been Greg Tillery with us. We Dats. Y'all put a your dig in the chat.
Yes, indeed.
Man,
Louisiana Glenn said shout out to you too. He got a link up. So we'll make sure y'all link up when y'all get to Colorado, man. This is all love right here. Y'all see the food, y'all see the products. Like he said, he ships all over. So y'all make sure y'all go online right now, wedats.com. That's wedats.com, WEDATS.com, and get you some. You understand?
No, Leon, not can you dig it, Leon. That's from the 70s. We said you dig. You got to put your dig in the chat. Not can you dig it.
But I'm gonna say, I'm gonna end it with that. Believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Believe that.
Shout out to Uncle Bird, Jeremy. Yes, sir.
Already. All right, man. Get your hair cut. We appreciate you. Love and respect.
Facts. Love you, Chick.
Already.
Peace, bro. Yes, sir.
100. That's my dog G Till checking in one time, man. Get y'all some of that good food, man. What I love about it though, once again, and Master P said it. He got his own product, and the product don't get tired. Don't talk back. Don't say, let me come in tomorrow. They don't say nothing. You got product. Put them on the shelf.
I wish you would be more like product.
There we go. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the biggest dog Chico to the sea and the place to be, coming to you live and direct. We just had some great guests on here. Shout out to Miss Simone with the sports.
Simone Stanley.
Let me say it right. Simone with sports, not just Simone, with Simone Stanley, and also G Till, Gregory Tillery, founder and owner of We That's Chicken and Shrimp, in the multiple locations that they have. Y'all go make sure y'all go find them, man. Support both of those young people.
As it's currently planned, we got an off day tomorrow. But turn them notification bells on, because shit could happen. But we'll be back Sunday night with Uncle and Chico live, then Monday morning with the morning run, and then Tuesday is the first Uncle and Chico lunchtime show, and our first guest is gonna be
Wake up, y'all hear that? Wake up, y'all hear that?
Our first guest is Ferrante Edmonds, Travis Hunter's mother. Trav Mama is coming on the show Tuesday for the first ever Uncle and Chico live at lunch. So get ready for that on Tuesday. Man, y'all have a great and safe weekend out there. I got to go get me some catfish. Greg done made me hungry. I got to go.
I swear. I got to go get something. It ain't going to be catfish.
Last time you ate some fish, you had to go to the hospital. So you look.
That wasn't that type of fish, Unc. It was. Anyways, thank y'all for coming out. Y'all know what it is. It's the morning run. God bless you. Have a great day. It's Aloha Friday.
Aloha Friday. Q&A banter.
Have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great day. Have a great weekend. Y'all know what it is. We up and about this thing. Peace.
Yes, sir.
All right.